Good morning, everyone. I thought I would introduce you to one of the chickens that some of the P1s haven't met yet. So this is Rosie, and she is one of the school chickens, but unfortunately we can't bring her in just now, so keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully soon I'll be able to bring her in for a wee visit. But the reason I brought Rosie out today is today's story, Otto Blotto, bird spotter, is all about bird watching. So I thought we'd have a wee go at reading that today. And the story is by Graham Carter. It's a lovely story. Turtle Dove was a town much like any other, except for one small difference. It was full of birds and bird spotters. And the most famous spotters were a family named Blotto. The Blotters spent every moment of every day spotting birds. They'd even turned their home into the perfect hide, so they never had to leave. But young Blotto was not a spotter. He didn't like staying indoors all day. What he liked was to explore. On this particular day, Otto made an extraordinary discovery. That's a huge footprint. Then another. That's the biggest poo I've ever seen. And another. Feathertastic. Then he made the most surprising discovery of all. Hidden in the bushes, all alone, sat the most unusual little bird. Otto wasn't allowed pets, but he couldn't just leave the little fellow. He scooped up Bird and sneaked him back to his room. Luckily, his family were too busy to notice. The next day, Otto took his feathery friend to all his favourite exploring spots and sneakily fed and bathed him after the rest of the family had gone to bed. But as the days passed, Otto started to notice some big changes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Can you notice anything? He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. His little friend was not so little anymore, and Otto's secret was becoming too big to hide. Otto knew Bird was going to be discovered any minute. There was nothing more he could do to hide his huge friend. Luckily, Bird didn't like to see Otto upset. He knew this was a moment to show his friend something truly remarkable. Camouflage. Now, do you remember what camouflage is? It's when it helps you to blend into your surroundings. So if you're in a woodland, you might go green and brown, the colour of the trees, or if you were up in the sky, you might turn blue so that you blend in with the sky. Camouflage. Otto was over the moon. Now Bird could disguise himself as anything. It meant they could go anywhere. They could once again visit their favourite spots and go on fabulous adventures, and no one would ever know. Are you enjoying this story, Rosie? Otto and Bird could not have been happier until the day they visited the zoo. As they passed family after family of meerkats, penguins, monkeys and stingrays, Bird seemed to grow sadder and sadder. Otto's thoughts flashed back to the day he first found Bird. The huge footprints, the giant feathers, the massive pile of poo. Suddenly he realised Bird hadn't been alone, but bird had a family. But Otto was going to need help to find them. Is this a good story? Luckily, Otto's family were expert bird spotters. Surprise! Look who I found! After recovering from meeting the most majestic bird ever discovered, the whole Blotter family set to work helping Otto come up with a plan. By nightfall, they had made the tallest bird spotting tower ever built. The Blotters were sure they would spot Bird's family in no time now. Everybody keep super still. Be a good fellow and pass my night vision goggles. Oi, can I get down, please? They peered for hours and hours into the still, inky night, but they didn't spot a thing. Don't worry, Bird, said Otto. We will find your family. Family? Family? Family. Then something magical happened. Family, cried Bird, glowing so brightly he lit up the whole night sky. In the distance, something began to rustle, something began to stir, and something began to glow. One by one, 3 even bigger birds came out of the darkness. They'd found them. Otto was really happy that his friend had found his family. But that didn't make it easier when the time came to say goodbye. The Blotters hoped they would spot him again one day though. After all, they were experts. From that day on, Otto became a top spotter himself, and the rest of the Blotters found that exploring with Otto led to all kinds of amazing discoveries and the odd adventure. I'm eating my hair. The end. Wow, that's my kind of story, all about getting outside, going for adventures and a little bit of bird spotting. Now, I hope you really enjoyed it and getting to meet the fabulous Rosie as well. So until next time, we'll see you again. Bye.